the Storm Team 8 Tracking Center. This is a winter weather alert.
I'll begin by saying we're at a snow deficit for the season at 26 inches and in Grand Rapids. It's going to be really interesting to see how we close in that gap by the end of this week. Even by later this weekend, we're going to really take a big chunk out of it. The snow's starting to develop. It's not here yet. What you're seeing on the radar right now is a loft. It's kind of a little bit deceiving, not reaching the ground. Visibility, just checked it, it's 10 miles in all locations here in southwest lower Michigan. This is when we're going to start to see the precip really start hitting the ground. It's going to initially start out as snow. I think most of it's going to remain snow. The only question mark is areas towards I-69 further to the east. Timing it into West Michigan sometime around 9 o'clock, I think, up around I-94 corridor, closer to about 10:30, 11 o'clock, up around Grand Rapids. I-96 corridor, it's tough because, again, we have to saturate the atmosphere before the snow reaches the ground or any precip. Kalamazoo, this is probably the best visibility you're going to see. Certainly in terms of a newscast, this is going to be the easiest one for us because it's dry out there right now, but things are certainly going to change throughout the day. I wanted to show you, this is a multifaceted storm system. It's going to give us snow, it's going to give us wind, it's going to give us cold. It's something we really haven't felt much of so far this winter. Look at the cold building. Basically, the entire western portion of the United States is buried with Arctic air. Right now, it's 20 in Oklahoma City, 11 degrees in Wichita. We're still holding on to the last bit of mild air out there. Right now, it's 29 degrees in Grand Rapids, and our normal low this time of year is 19 for January morning. Wind chill out there at 20 degrees, 24 in Kalamazoo, and you can see that east wind out there at 10 miles an hour, and that's just going to ramp up right on through the rest of the day, which I'll show you in a moment. Okay, here's the storm system, again, taking shape. It's going to continue to intensify. It's going to end up around a 975, 970 millibar low. That may not be much to you, but that is a deep area of low pressure, and that wind field will continue to tighten right across the area. You'll notice the wind's increasing all day long, especially if you're outside. Hopefully you don't have to go outside, but you can see the heavy snow out there. 6 o'clock. I think by 6 o'clock this evening, most of us will see around 2 to 5 inches worth of snow. The 2 inches further north, the 5 inches a little bit further south, but the area of low pressure is going to move right through, slice right through lower Michigan. Now on the east side of it, Flint, Detroit, over towards Coldwater could mix in with a little bit of rain with it, and that may keep down amounts. And then you wrap in that cold air, and here comes the lake effect. Looks like a pretty good band setting up for Saturday between I-96 and I-94. So here's the snow forecast. This is basically today, right on through Saturday, 10 to 14 inches. Could be some isolated spots with a little bit more than that. And again, where there's more of a mix expected off to the east of us, amounts won't be quite as high. Let's take a look at, in terms of the wind forecast, watch how it really increases. This is 3 o'clock today. You could see some 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's not sustained wind. These are wind gusts. We get a little bit of a lull tonight as the area of low pressure moves through. And look what happens Saturday. Boom, on the backside of it, cold air rushing in, some wind gusts close to 50 miles an hour. Of course, that's why we have until 7 p.m. Saturday a winter storm warning. 8-day forecast. I'm going to step out of the way because it's a doozy. Get ready, brace yourself for some winter weather. Sarah? Tom, sorry.
All right, well, I have the good news, and that is if you are making the drive into work this morning, things are looking pretty good. We have clear and dry conditions right now. Obviously, those road conditions will continue to deteriorate as we go throughout the day, but if you are making the drive, right now things are looking good. We are crash-free across area freeways, and everything looking good. But here's our road forecast. This morning, everything's going to be just fine. As we move throughout the day, hazardous conditions will set in across all area freeways, and that will continue for Saturday in the morning as well. If you are flying, if you're going this morning, things are looking good. If you're leaving later on this afternoon, not the case. Here's just some of the canceled flights. A lot of them to the Chicagoland area, but we've got several flights to Florida that are also canceled. So make sure you're checking with your carrier throughout the day as we move through the system. I'll have another update for you in about 15 minutes. Brittany?